So what happens when we walk in a room and you press the light switch? If the wiring is done correctly, the light will just come on and you can just benefit from it. So this is exactly how I see the processes behind running a business. If it's all set up correctly, if the back end is set up using the rules of marketing that we now know, thanks to Medina and the Coach MBA, we can grow the business model and do what we love the most, which is coaching. So for me, business is about putting pieces of the puzzle together. And through the Coach MBA, I have learned some absolutely mind-blowing and invaluable lessons. And this has put all of the dots together for me in my mind. So this is exactly what, it was in one of the brochures that Medina had sent somewhere. This is exactly me. That's exactly what happened to me. Thanks to DJ Shetty's school, not only have I successfully become a coach 2.5 months ago, but also I'm now an entrepreneur or a coachpreneur, so that I can put whatever I have learned as a coach into action. It's that transformational journey from being a coach to a coachpreneur, literally, that has enabled me to move forward. I think the word journey has taken a totally different meaning for me. This is definitely a journey of my purpose, my why of becoming a coach, and just enjoying the process thoroughly. But how can I help clients if I don't even know who they are or how to attract them? One must keep in mind the highest intention for their business. So jumping from coach mindset to entrepreneurial mindset is what makes the difference between getting clients and serving them, and struggling to get clients and serving no one. So in a nutshell, business is nothing more than a mindset. And who is better qualified to understand about mindset than us coaches? So today I'd like to focus particularly on niching. So why niche out? Number one, because I just can't target everyone. And I quickly realized that after I graduated. The first thought I had when I certified is, what? Now what? I'm now a life coach. Technically, I could just coach anyone and everyone. And for a while, this is what I was thinking. So my social media posts were just very general, just targeting just anyone and everyone on the way. Even though that's true, the reality is that when you are starting up and wanting to attract clients, you're surrounded by thousands of coaches. So competition is tough. Also, the danger is, as Meredith Hill says, when you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. And all marketing experts will tell the same thing, that everyone is not your customer, says Seth Godin. So one can reach that level, of course, of speaking to just anyone and everyone, but only once you reach a certain level of fame and credibility, like Jay Shetty, for example. But for that, you need to start somewhere and focus on a specific type of client. So why niche out? So you can stand out. Competition is all around, and if everyone targets everyone, the market becomes saturated. By having a niche, you are memorable. People know you for your speciality. One of the best ways to run a successful business is to be known as something or someone. For example, Simon Sinek is known for targeting employers on how to engage with employees. Apple has a target market and a type of client. Otherwise, everyone would have an iPhone in their hands. So basically, the idea is to have a type with whom you will sync and vibe, where you can be your most authentic and aligned self and the best coach you can be. It's really a win-win, because not only will you serve them at your best, but you'll be fulfilled as a coach and fulfill your purpose of becoming a coach in the first place. So how do you know who is your ideal client and who's your avatar client? So for me, it was about really reminding myself why I became a coach and what struggles I went through before I became a coach. So my struggles as a mom and finding my identity, for example. So the fact that the same situation could be happening to someone else out there, for me, was a big clue for choosing my niche. So your niche is basically the old version of yourself. And researching the ideal client is crucial. So never assume what your clients like. This is super important. And I've learned this from Medina, whose voice is there in my head all the time. And I love that. Asking quiet questions. Who's your client avatar? What does the person look like? What do they want? What do they need? Why do they act the way they do? Do they prefer videos or audio? What problems are they facing? So really just picture your in your mind your ideal type of client and make that picture as bright and focused as you possibly can. But then how can you know this? So again, an intake questionnaire is an absolute must before you speak to your client. Let them tell you what their problems are through the questionnaire. So questions such as, what challenge do you want me to help you with? What are your hurdles? And these kind of questions, basically. So it's only once you satisfy the needs and wants of the client that we can offer a solution in the form of coaching service and serving them. So how do you attract them? By having a niche, so you can speak directly to your client. This communication is important in helping you attract people into your business. This can be done through your material, your messaging, making sure your marketing copy and message is directly talking to them so that it resonates with them. So thus filtering out anyone who isn't a part of your niche. Many people think that having a niche is actually a disadvantage, but it's actually the opposite. The clearer your niche market is, the better this will be for your business. Imagine Victoria's Secrets didn't have a niche. Would they even have a business running right now? This is why your ideal client and research around it is so important. For example, my ideal client is a woman or a mom in their mid-30s who's unhappy and struggling with a balanced life and identity and is looking for a solution to this. And I help them to become more confident and be self-aware of fulfilling their self-care cup so they can be the best version mom, woman that they can be. So a niche is a unique way to make an impact on people you really want to help. Standing out, specializing in your zone of genius makes a lot of difference to the customers and clients who want to sign up with you. So your ideal client is important for your business because without one, there wouldn't be a business. Having a niche is a passport to success. So remember, try not to complicate your life too much and just try not to complicate your niche. Keep it simple and more importantly, do your research. So with that, I'm going to say that thank you all of you for listening.